Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. Thousands of Arizonans across the state have marijuana-related convictions on their record. Due to the recent legalization of recreational marijuana, those with certain offenses will be able to expunge their records, and that's why Brad Rideout is here with me. And I almost called you Bradley. It actually is Bradley, but I was like, he's like, call me Brad. Now it's hard for me because I'm Bradley also, but you spell it B-R-A-D-L-E.
Right.
So I might have to take the L-E-E.
Yeah.
Can I use that instead of my way?
You can definitely use it.
Can I? All right.
So we both be Bradley.
There you go. And the Rideout part, I'll let you have the law group there. So this is, I like this, that we're sitting here relaxed a little bit talking about a very serious matter.
Yeah.
Especially for people out there who have marijuana-related records. You wanted to come in to let people know that you can get that expunged, so that way you can maybe go further in your education and work. So let's talk a little about that, Brad.
Well, so Prop 207 passed in November and legalizing marijuana. And looking back, that part of that Prop 207 allowed expungement. And expungement is just a fancy legal word for saying sealing. But you can sort of look at it like it wipes away a record. So it's basically like back in the old days with blackboards, a sponge wiping a blackboard down. Think about it that way. It allows you to take away or seal the police report, the record of arrest, record of conviction. It's not something that's allowed under any other area of the law in Arizona, so other crimes it doesn't apply to. Right. It's just marijuana.
Yeah.
It's a great opportunity for people who are good people, who made bad decisions,
or just were in the wrong place at the wrong time, to be able to go into the military, because marijuana convictions can prevent going into the military.
Yeah.
It can prevent you from being able to go into certain programs at schools. So ASU or community colleges, so say the EMT program or the nursing program, they don't allow you to have drug convictions. So if those people want to get their record cleaned up and have an opportunity to maybe better themselves, this is an opportunity to better themselves.
Okay, and let's make sure we understand this. One, it has to be just a marijuana conviction. It can't be where you were stopped for other things that you were doing, gun possession, anything like that. And that is what people need to understand.
Correct. So if the plea or the conviction at trial, say the person went to trial and lost, if the conviction was for only marijuana and marijuana paraphernalia, then they can expunge that. But correct, if there's some other DUI or heroin or any other any broad range of crimes, it's not going to be expunged. Yeah. It's solely under Prop 207 and meant for marijuana.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this, Brad. I was stopped actually in, let's say, New Mexico, where it's illegal, but I live here. Can I have that sponged because I live here and it's legal, or is that happening in that state?
Yeah, so it's state by state. It's only in a state and doesn't apply to federal convictions either.
Okay.
So it's only for that state. I think New Mexico went legal here in the last few months. Texas is still, if you're in Texas, you can't do that.
And that's important, and that's why it's nice to come and talk with you. We were talking about this before, is that, yes, go do your research, go do your diligent on finding out your conviction or anything, but you really want to have a lawyer there to help you through this process, because it can be kind of tricky.
Correct. It doesn't hurt to call a lawyer. My office, it's a free consultation. So even if you want to do the research on your own, getting a start to, hey, I had a marijuana conviction in 1978, I don't want to see what it was. A lawyer's office knows how to find that conviction, knows how to find that police report, and can give you some really good direction. I can promise that if they do call my office, there's no hard sales. We are there to just help people out, and we want to be there this is a great opportunity for people to clean up their record and be able to move on with their life from something that happened years ago.
Yeah. What I like also is that, and I hope my friends don't mind, but I had a friend who was stopped up north coming across Nevada, and was coming across Lake Havasu, got stopped there. He has a conviction on his records of marijuana possession. You guys have an office up there, and that's important too, because you guys are up there for where those convictions take place, because that's where you're going to have to go up to get them expunged.
Correct. We have offices in Tempe. We have them in northern Arizona. We have an attorney in Tucson. So wherever you're at, excuse me, wherever you're at, we can assist. So statewide, if someone wants to call our office, we can give them advice. No matter where it is in Arizona, we're licensed anywhere in Arizona to handle those types of cases.
Yeah. We know you also take care of other law things at the law group, but right now you're really focused on this because you want people to have a chance to go on to college, go on to the military, go on to further their education, because we were talking about a lot of questionnaires ask you if you're convicted of a felony, and at the time it was, right?
Correct. For a long time. In the last 10 years, it's gone mostly misdemeanors. But back from 1970 to just this last year, marijuana could be charged as a felony. So there's lots of people, thousands and thousands in Arizona that have this on their record, and it's probably people you don't even know that have it. They've been embarrassed about it.
Yeah.
So they can finally get it off their record. They can do. I was thinking about it the other day. I coached my youngest daughter's soccer team, and I had to fill out a form to say, hey, what's your background? And if I had a marijuana conviction, I may not be able to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm otherwise qualified. I have a daughter. I know a little bit about soccer. So not having that conviction would really help out.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting that some of the convictions there for marijuana are literally, a guy was 18 in the park, having one, marijuana cigarette, and get stopped back when it was illegal, and now, he's trying to go on. So that's the kind of things that you look at where it is really much the minor offenses with them.
Correct, exactly. Sometimes, again, another scenario is maybe having a family member that is, you're in the car with them and you don't even maybe know it's there, maybe know it's there, but you're not really intending to use it. It's just a wrong place at the wrong time, exactly.
So, okay, so let's make sure people understand this too. I know we're about to wrap up. So it's going to be expunged, meaning it's going to be put aside. Is it still there on your record, or is it totally gone?
So there's two things in Arizona. On most every other felony, a set aside is available, and that sort of takes it a little bit off your record. The conviction shows a little differently on your permanent record. This is a complete expungement, so it is basically a golden ticket on this. This is an amazing opportunity. It's not just sort of set aside. The requirements are that it has to be taken off your record, the arrest and the conviction. So in Arizona, any other crime, the arrest stays on your record. So this is basically a clean slate. And like I said, that picture of wiping the chalkboard clean, it is a clean slate.
Brad, I'm so glad you came in. This is
Brad
Rideout. I'm hoping that we can get more talking with you, because we're going to see more of this stuff come up as we start to trickle through this whole legalized marijuana with people trying to understand it. So I appreciate it. Tell them where they can get a hold of you.
Rideoutlaw.com, Brad Rideout. You can call my office. We will, honestly, no hard sales. We will absolutely, if this is something that you want to do, it's a free consultation. We'll set you in the right direction.
Brad, thank you.
Thank you.